Have you experienced any unexpected challenges or hurdles, and what have they been?
Yeah, like I said, one of them is like if you search environmental justice or climate justice in the course catalog, you don't get much. So you have to like sift through things and check. And actually many of the courses I've found out are through word of mouth. People just like, hey, did you talk to them? I know they teach that course. Like one of the courses I'm sitting in on is called Living Dangerously: The History of Environmental Problems from 1900 until Now. And so I had to go talk to that person. Like, is environmental justice, incorporated into this course? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, okay, well then would you like to participate in this study? So it's been like a process that involves a lot of like outreach, and doing outreach with people at MIT in general is difficult because of their limited bandwidth and difficult schedules. Um, so another challenge is getting to all these courses, like you know, being able to sit in on them, staying up to date and like communicating with all these different faculty members and instructors. Some of them I know, so I can kind of like show up, but others it's more difficult. Um, yeah, I think also educational research in the classroom. Maybe one more challenge is that it is usually really rich with data. So people, which is interesting because some people will say that education research isn't as rigorous or something. But if you sit in on one class, you can potentially take like 6 pages of notes and have 5 quotes from both instructors and 13 quotes from 13 different students with all the things they're saying. And then also there's the slide deck that you could also um, take. There's the syllabus, there's the readings in the syllabus, there's like the project that they're doing, and then there's the interviews with the faculty. So you're like left with potentially thousands of pages of like transcripts and data. And so I think like just like trying to manage data and like, you know, trying to think about how to best organize it and like summarize it is really challenging.